Hi, Zodi Delivery. Hi, for Kiki? Thank you. Do I need to sign for it? Oh, it's my pleasure. No need to sign for it. I'm gonna head out, do the rest of my deliveries. We're good? Okay, good. Okay, oh my gosh, thank you so much. What the hell is this? Is the book bent? Do y'all see that? Is the book bent? Stickers missing? Do y'all see that too? Stickers missing? What the hell happened to this page? What the what's that too? I know I keep breaking the fourth wall, but I just want to make sure I'm not crazy because I just got a package and why it look like that? And this is wrong. I didn't order this. What? Excuse me. Excuse me. Um, what the hell happened to my package? I'm sorry? What the hell happened to my package? I mean, it could have happened in transit. Okay, but it's no excuse. No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it could have happened in excuse. Well, I mean, I'm just saying it could have happened in transit. I have no idea what happened to the package. It's the package is closed. I can't see the package. I don't. Well, I mean, I can't see the package. It's closed, but it's no excuse. I mean, it could have been that way at the warehouse before I even got it. I'm not sure. So now you're saying, oh, the warehouse fault. Ma'am, you sure it's not your fault? You said it could have happened in transit and you are in charge of the transit. I mean, we could just return it back. You can always just return it. What the hell? But you can always just... What the hell? Ma'am, you need to calm down. What the hell, Barry? What the hell is this? I understand your frustrations and your issues, and I apologize that this is happening to you, ma'am. We need to calm down. What? Oh, no. Yeah, no. This is not going to fly because I paid too much fucking money for this. We need to calm down. Too much money. No. I need to, We need to calm down. Wait, okay, let's not get... Is that a sticker book? Actually, I have a better one. Let's not get hasty. We need to calm down. Okay, you know what? Let's not get hasty. Okay, let's not... But my package though. We need to calm down. But my package though. We need to calm down. Ma'am. Pew. Hi Zoidies, and welcome back to another video on Plannerzoid, where I like to talk, be cute, and be crafty and creative. And in today's video, what the fuck is going on in the stationery community? Okay, I just have to ask. And y'all, I'm sorry once again that my live streams didn't work. My computer wanted to act up and, I don't know, be a computer and...
What you say, you stupid bitch?
What?
I said, what did you say, you stupid bitch? Talking about technology like that, how dare you?
Well, I mean, I am telling the truth. You don't want to work. You don't want to work though, but you don't want to work for the stream. But you will work for the stream, then I wouldn't be sitting here on camera talking to my buddies.
I am revolutionary. You don't even dust my keyboards and my circuits. You are a horrible, horrible owner. I say that with a smile on my face.
All right. You tried me for the last time. Okay. You tried me for the last time. Really?
You look crazy
I really don't appreciate the manner that you're talking to me, and you're sitting here just smiling in my face. I really don't appreciate this. I own you. I bought you. First off, don't you sit here and be talking to me like, you know what? It's this damn AI. These computers gonna take over the world. And I'm trying to be nice to my computer. I was just stating what was going on. That was it. Y'all, please don't take me seriously. But anyways, on this Planet T, can we talk about the stationery community for a minute? Because first off, I just did a shipment with Happy Planner and finally got my order. And why the hell is some of my order messed up? And no, I don't feel like returning it. I don't want to go through that. Because you know what? I usually get Happy Planner stuff within a couple of days. But since all this mess, I had to wait almost 2 weeks. So, I see what y'all talking about with the shipping. Also, I wanted to read a couple of posts from Reddit because people was talking about the quality of their products that they received in the mail. And these different kinds of posts will be different kinds of times. It'll start later and become like more recent or whatever. However you say it. Hell, let's get to it. Disappointed in Happy Planner's quality these days. And look at the picture. What the hell is this? And she also posted more pictures. Wow, look at the page. Wow. Right here is like bent, I guess. Wow. What is this white stuff on it? What a shame. Wow, look at these photos, y'all. Do you see what I'm talking about? Not this customer paid their hard-earned dollars. And that's what they got in the mail, and they had to wait. That ain't right. And I'm not even just speaking for Happy Planner. I'm speaking for the stationery community as a whole. Because I just got a Hobonichi, and y'all talk so much about the Tomo River, however the hell you say it. But I'm gonna say this, my Hobonichi paper is thin as fuck. It's thin. You can see through it. That's from the other page behind it. It's thin. And I'm thinking, is it supposed to be this way? But then when I did research, apparently the quality was better back in the day, just like everything else. So there's that. And then like, I just don't understand. These are big businesses. Why y'all slacking like that? That ain't right. Everybody spending their hard-earned dollars on your stuff to fund you and your lifestyle. And that's the shit you send in the mail. Really? Paper quality with Happy Planner different? This was 3 months ago. Anybody notice a difference in paper quality with this year's Happy Planner? I bought a 2025 big vertical planner, and so far I'm experiencing more bleed through my markers and paper tears when lifting misplaced stickers. It happened a few times now, whereas last year I hardly had these issues. Did the paper quality change? Anybody else having similar issues? Y'all let me know. Because I'll be honest, I have no idea. I feel like it feels the same to me, maybe a little thinner, but the paper to me is okay. It sure as hell ain't like the Hobonichi. 2022, 2023-ish were bad paper years too. If I remember correctly, or at least it seemed like that to me. I'm using a 2024, 2025 planner now, and I felt like the quality had gone back to normal. But I use classic size. Maybe it's just the big. What do y'all think? I need y'all to let me know down below. Do y'all feel like the quality has changed overall in the stationery community? And if you want to break it down even further and talk about, you know, your Happy Planner or something, or whatever your stationery is, definitely mention it, because I'm speaking in general at this point. Because what are we doing? And do you know how much I paid for this?
$80.
Oh my God. Product quality. This was 10 months ago, so still fairly recent, right? I had a friend pick me up a new Faith planner from Hobby Lobby, and I paid her back. Let me start by saying I've been a fan of Happy Planners since they first came out. I had my first one back in 2016-17. I love the Faith line and used to like their regular daily planners. As we grow and mature, our preferences tend to change. Yes. However, I noticed a lot of mistakes lately in their products. The planner I've received seemed like a sloppy job with the details. I still love the cover and dividers. Pages were bent. Stuff was stuck on the inside covers. And I found a small bug stuck to one page. Oh, hell no. What? The pages feel smooth, but also I feel like water poured on some and dry. What? Wait. Why did she have to have this experience? What? Hold on. The pages feel smooth, but also feel like water was poured on some and dried out. IDK, I don't want to go on a big rant, but was just curious if anyone else noticed the change in their products. Can we talk about the bug stuck to the page? Oh God, I would have returned that shit so fast. Absolutely not. I keep telling y'all to check y'all stuff before y'all leave the store. To check y'all stuff before y'all leave the store. Yep, quite a few of us have noticed qualities flipping lately, unfortunately. Sadly, all you can do is return it to the store where you bought it and try to exchange it for one that isn't damaged or defective. I recently had a similar issue with a manufacturer defect, and after lots of back and forth, Happy Planner customer service told me there was nothing they could do. Why? If I wanted to pay shipping to send it back to them, I could, but they could not guarantee that my replacement wouldn't have the same defects. So it was my choice if I wanted to pay for that or not. I opted for not. Good idea. Because what do you mean it's not guaranteed that the replacement won't have the same defects? So y'all selling defects? What the hell is this? And once again, I'm not just talking about Happy Planner, even though this post is about Happy Planner. A lot of stationery brands are literally doing this. And I'm speaking for like the mass produce. So maybe they feel like, well, we printed all this is how we're gonna sell it. But that ain't quite right. Call me a perfectionist, if you will, but that wasn't right, in my opinion. I don't think, I mean, at least they were honest with the person and let them know, like, it's not guaranteed. But dang, just imagine like it might have the same issue that I just don't understand. Okay, next post. Oh no, I got the bad paper in my 2025 cousin. Cousin is the Hobonichi cousin. Just got it to Hobonichi, so researching, trying to learn it. We're all familiar now with the different experiences people have had with the Sanzen Tomoe River paper. But this year, I've been blessed with a good cousin and 3 different graph notebooks with the good paper. I guess my luck ran out. Damn, they had me in the first half. Let's see. I received my 2025 cousin yesterday and did some ink tests. Almost everything I have had actual bleeding through. Ooh. Yeah, I said bleeding through, y'all. Bleed through. I can't. Y'all know me, I can't read. Some of it's minimal, some of it's pronounced. I'm pretty addicted to the cousin layout, so I'm not swapping notebooks. But I'm going to have to rethink my memory keeping and journal approach to accommodate this. Yes. Because when I tell you, I was going to try to decorate my Hobonichi the same way as my micro. And I don't think I can do that because it is book bound. And I do have a flip through video on my channel showing this Hobonichi. It is so cute. I do like it, but I ain't gonna lie. People were talking good about the Tomoe River paper, and that's all I'm gonna say. It ain't all that. So they posted some pictures. They posted a picture of their ink test, and then on the back of the page, look how much you can see through that. My planner is literally the same way, and I'm mad. You wanna know why? I bought all of these, and I was so ready to use it in my Hobonichi. I was so ready. I love these so. Well, anyways, I mean, stickers help. When I add stickers to my spreads and write on the stickers, it doesn't write through the paper. So that's good. But if you just write on the paper itself without using a certain kind of pen, especially if you use markers, yeah, that's definitely an issue. So unfortunately, that's just what it is. And then they did some more tests. How cute is this? I love the dot colors. Wow, those are nice. Zig clean color dots. Have y'all tried Zig? Because this looks, wow. Okay, so there's the back side, completely see-through. How the hell you gonna write on the other side and be able to read it if the stuff from the back of the other page, the previous page, is showing? But you know what? I would give Hobonichi the benefit of the doubt until I do more research. Only because Maybe Hobonichi was meant for a certain type of people. You know what I'm saying? People who do minimal stuff. When I was looking into it, it looked super functional, super practical, and fuck all that decoration shit. Okay? That ain't their brand. Like, yeah, you can have some decor and stuff, but I noticed that a lot of them is like very minimalist, super functional. They write with just a pen. I haven't seen a lot of markers until I started doing more research, and I'm like, oh, okay. And until I wrote with my own marker and was disappointed. But the book is cute, so I'm keeping it. All right, and I wanted to show this last post that I also found from 7 months ago. So some of it's this year, some of it's last year. Either way, it's recent enough to complain and see what's up with this stationery community. 2025 paper quality. Hi friends, I'm not sure how many people have tried 2025's paper yet, but I've been using my weeks, Hobonichi weeks. So you have a Hobonichi cousin, Hobonichi weeks, Hobonichi daily, Hobonichi techo. I'm still learning, so don't quote me, but yeah. And the bleed through is atrocious. Pick 1 is a stub nib using basic online cartridges. Pick 2, the real kicker, I don't want to see pick 2, oh lord, is an EF nib using diamine ink. That sounds fancy. The people in the Hobonichi community fancy. They be using fountain pens and shit. They fancy. I thankfully only bought 1 book, so while a blow isn't too bad, I've been using it, so no refund, I guess. But I thought I should post before people start cracking their books open to save heartbreak. I may just be really unlucky, and that too is fine. But yeah, just a FYI. It's sad that we're sitting here saying we're just unlucky. Brands have to take pride in all their customers. I worked in retail and customer service for years. So trust when I tell you, I understand the importance of customer service, professionalism, and having a good brand. So the fact that people are having trouble trying to return, get refunds, or it's not guaranteed that your replacement will be better is wild to me. And that's, oh, wrong way, y'all. Hold on, I gotta do it one time. Period. I was about to say, and that's on something, but now I don't remember. I had something cool in my head, then it went away. Well, guys, that's it for this segment of the Planner Tea. You know, let me know what you think of this episode and what's up with the quality. Because when I tell you, let me show you. When this came, what is this black stuff on there? I don't even know if y'all can see that. I hope y'all can. It's black stuff on my book. It's faint, but like in person, you can see it and it can't come off. I tried to wipe it off. So I'm like, what the hell is this stuff, right? And then, like I said, on this one, it's a minor defect. It's kind of bent there. I don't know if you could tell. You can see it a lot better in person. But right when I pulled it out the package, I noticed a little crease there. So, I'm just saying, y'all. Y'all know what I'm about to say. Watch your shit. Take care of your shit. Do what you gotta do and advocate. Because at the end of the day, I really be feeling like these brands, including the brands we love, just want our money. And that's fine and dandy. But give me my shit in return that I asked for, which is good customer service and good product.